Hey yo, what's good YouTube? It's your boy Lalo here with a brand new video, and as always, I got another fire one for y'all today, man. And as y'all can see by the title, folks, in today's video, I'm telling you guys why you guys shouldn't be out here stealing, man. So I decided to steal something as a shorty, bro, and it was crazy, bro. Y'all gonna have to find out, folks. It was crazy, folks. So make sure y'all sitting back, relax, and enjoy the story time. Alright, y'all, so this story takes place back when I was a shorty, man. I want to say I was around 8 or 9, and y'all remember when the PlayStation Portable came out, aka the PSP. And if you know, you know, bro. You a real one, fo. No cap, man. The PSP, that brings back so many memories, bro. Well, it was back in the day when the PSP was first a thing. So, I had my PSP. I had a nice black one, and I love playing on that motherfucker, man. I was always playing on it, and the PSP was just my shit, you feel me? So yeah, on this day, me and the fam had went to the flea market. And if y'all don't know what a flea market is, it's a place where lots of people go to sell stuff, you know what I mean? I'm pretty sure y'all should know what a flea market is, you know what I'm saying? But imagine going to a flea market as a kid, boy. Like, I used to love going to them, folks. It used to be like a gold mine of just toys, you know? Like, imagine, bro. Like, I used to love going to the flea markets, folks. So, yeah, we had went this day. It was me, my mom, my dad, and my 2 sisters, you know? We were there having a good time. So, it was just like any regular day that we went. We went through all the lines. We picked out what we wanted, you know? Everybody had something on them. We were all chilling, you know. So after being there for like 2-3 hours, it was pretty hot and everything. So we wanted to go home, you know. So my dad was like, all right, let's start walking towards the exit. So we start walking towards the exit. Everybody's all happy. We got something, you know what I'm saying? I remember I had got the Nerf Centurion that day. If y'all know, y'all know, folks. It was this big ass red Nerf gun, bro. I remember because I was carrying that shit all day, bro. And I'm gonna put a picture on the screen, folks. It was that shit, folks. If you know, you know, bro. But yeah, man, I had that motherfucker. And yeah, folks, I was happy as fuck. We're on the way out. And on the way out, I seen a stand, you feel me? And that stand was filled with just games. When I say games, I mean like PlayStation games, Wii games, PSP games, just every different game you could think of, you know. And there was only one person guarding the whole booth, and it was just a regular lady, you know what I'm saying? And that regular lady had like 20 people in line waiting to get stuff for her. So you know what that meant? She couldn't be paying attention. And me as a kid, I took that as a sign. Like, what the fuck? As a kid, I was already thinking that shit. Like, boy, I was a little devious motherfucker. And what's crazy is, I swear, I never, ever, ever steal, bro. This was my first time taking some shit and my last time. Because I learned my lesson, folks. So, yeah, like I said, we're on the way out, walking towards the exit. And I seen that little stand, right? And I told my dad, I was like, Pops, I want to go check the games out. And he was like, I already got you something. Come on, come on, you know what I'm saying? It's already hot. I'm trying to go home, you know? And I'm like, all right, at least let me just go look at him and see what's up. He's like, all right, bet, go ahead. I'll watch you from here. So I'm like, shit, say less, you know what I'm saying, folks? So boom, I walked my little fat ass over there, all happy and shit, ready to look at the games. Like I said, I had the PSP. So boom, I seen the PSP games. They were all laid on the table, you know. There was like 4 tables. Each table had different things. They had Wii games, PSP games. Like I said, just different things, you know. And then she had things behind her too. It was just basically a stand full of just video games, you know what I'm saying? So boom, I started looking at the PSP games, you know. And I seen that the lady was over there distracted. You know what I'm saying? She was over there talking to the customers, doing what she had to do, folk. And my stupid ass, you know, I'm like, gee, should I fuck around and take one of these motherfuckers? And I'm like, man, fuck it. Why not? You know what I'm saying? Because I seen she was distracted, and I seen I had the opportunity to. So boom, I started looking at the games, you know. And I'm like, which one of these games is looking good to play? You feel me? And back in the day was when I first started getting into Call of Duty, man. I remember one of my boys had Call of Duty, folk, and we would always be playing it. I think it was on the 360, the Xbox 360. I think it was Black Ops 2. I'm not sure. Point was, that was the time when I first started getting into Call of Duty. So I wanted to get a game that was Call of Duty, folk. And my stupid ass ain't no good Call of Duty on PSP, folk. But I ain't know, you know what I'm saying, folk. So I'm there looking for a Call of Duty game for the PSP with my stupid ass. And I ain't find that shit, you know, because, boy, I don't even think they make... Did they make one? I don't know. Put it in the comments down below. Did they make a Call of Duty for the PSP? I don't know, folk. But boom, I'm over there looking at the games, right? And I see a game that has soldiers on it with guns and everything. And shit, to me, that look close enough to Call of Duty, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, boom, it got soldiers, it got guns, Call of Duty. That's Call of Duty to me, you know what I'm saying, bro? So yeah, man, I'm like, bet, this gonna be the one, you know? So I look up, I seen she was still distracted, you know? I take a look to my left, I seen my family's over there distracted. I take a look to my right, I see nobody who was looking at me. And I said, yeet! And I literally just grabbed it and just walked away. Literally, like, because this game wasn't in a case, like the big case the games came in. It was literally just the game right there. So I easily just grabbed it, hit it in my hand, and I just walked back, you know what I'm saying? And as I'm walking back, I'm just thinking to myself, I'm like, please, bro, like, nobody call my name, nobody say that to me, folks. And guess what? Nobody said nothing to me, folks. You know what I'm saying? I was good, folks. I was happy. I'm like, yeah, folks. I just did it, you know. So I go up to my fam, and they're like, oh, you're done looking at the games? I'm like, yeah. And by the time I got up to them, you know, I had put it in my pocket. So I was chilling, you know. They ain't see nothing. Nobody see nothing. I thought I got away with it. You know what I'm saying? I was happy as fuck, folks. So boom, I'm with the fam, and we finally walk out. We go to the exit and we leave. We go back into the car, you know what I'm saying? So we're on the car on the way home, and I decided to take out the game, you know what I'm saying? I'm all happy as fuck. I'm like, yeah, I just got myself a new game. I'm about to go crazy, folk. And boom. So I was in the back seat, you know, all by myself. All of the fam was towards the front, so they didn't even know I had got this game. So I was chilling, you know what I'm saying? So boom, I take out the PSP. I remember popping the little thing back, taking out the game that was in there already, putting this new game in there. And I remember just looking at it, and like I said, it had soldiers and guns on it. So I was like, shit, it gotta be a shooting game, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yeah, let's go. So boom, I put it in the PSP. I close the PSP. And boom, the thing loads up. I click it, and boom, I started playing it. I get into the game, right? And I remember just seeing a cutscene of like hella soldiers just running away from something. Like, it was just so much action, and then a big ass explosion, right? And I'm like, damn, this game about to be lit. Let's go. You know what I'm saying, folks? And bro, that it was just like a cutscene full of action, right? After that, it goes to another cut screen, right? With the title, right? I forgot what it was, but it basically had a title of something, right? And I'm like, oh, this is probably a starting menu, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, and it was there for like a cool 20-25 seconds, right? And I started pressing on my buttons on my controller, you know what I mean? And as I'm pressing the buttons, I notice nothing is happening on the screen. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, is my PSP tweaking? You know what I'm saying, folks? And then I'm over here just pressing buttons, and nothing on the screen is happening. Then, boom, all of a sudden, the cut screen turns off, and then another scene starts playing. And I'm like, what is this? And I remember it was just a dude driving around in a pickup truck, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? And I keep trying to press buttons, and I can't press buttons, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, oh, my PSP is probably tweaking. So I'm like, fuck it, I'm just take the game out and put the game back in, you know? So I take the game out and I put it back in, and I click on the game, you know, and boom, the same cut screen, the action filled explosion cut screen happens again, you know? And it takes me back into the loading screen, or the screen with the title. And I'm just there like, bro, what is this? And I keep trying to press buttons and nothing is working, folks. And then boom, it goes back to the dude in the pickup truck. And I finally put 2 and 2 together, folks. I just stole a damn movie, folk. I was mad, folk. I'm like, no, folk. I ain't never just steal a fucking movie. So I'm like, I'm just let it play for a whole nother minute to see. What if it's probably just a long ass cutscene to a game? You know what I'm saying, folk? And boom, that shit kept going. I was never able to press no buttons, folk. I was mad as fuck, boy. I'm like, no, what the fuck? Like, I really just stole a game, folk. I'm like, oh, hell no. You know what I'm saying, folk? And see, me, I'll never, ever be taking shit, bro. And the first time I decided to take some was a game that I thought was a fucking movie, bro. You know what I'm saying? Boy, I felt salty as hell. I'm like, man, I deserved it. You know what I'm saying, folk? And I was mad, folk. You know what I'm saying? But funny thing about this story is I never told nobody about this, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody that's listening to this right now is gonna be like the first people to hear this. Cause I didn't want to tell my parents I took that game, you know what I'm saying? For they was gonna get mad at me, for. But I played myself, you know what I'm saying, for. But yeah, after I seen it was a movie, boy, my happiness went from a 10 to a straight 0, boy. I was all salty and shit. I was all sad, bro. I'm like, man, fuck this, man. I ain't never stealing again, man. And I learned my fucking lesson, bro. And yeah, for real, cause nobody should be stealing, you know what I'm saying? It's not good to be stealing, folks. So yeah, man, I hope you guys did enjoy the story time. I apologize for that little clickbait thumbnail, you know what I'm saying? But folks, yeah, I can't even lie, that was pretty funny, folks. You know what I'm saying, folks? But yeah, I really appreciate it. If you made it this far, you a real one. I appreciate y'all so much. Much love. Y'all stay safe. Y'all stay smooth. Y'all be on the lookout for the next one. Peace.